Well, 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 look who decided to show up again. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to Schlegel Bricks. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a while. It's been longer than I was hoping it would be, but here we are. The reason it's been a while is because I kind of put off building any more of this guy until I could get it moved into a bigger and better space and larger table, because I want to do more than just this stadium here. The problem with moving this is the spot I had or wanted to move it to, that we will be moving it to in this episode, it was full of junk. It was a mess and I needed to clean it up. And unfortunately, the cleaning up and organizing of things were not really on top of my life priority list, so it just took a lot longer than I was hoping it took. But we're past it, we're here now, we're ready to move it, so let's move it.
I like to move it.
All right, so for reference here, this is the current setup, Lego space, build area, where the stadium is at. It's on top of two foldable tables, buildable area of about 4 feet by 4 feet. And this is the area we're going to be moving it to, which is a lot larger space and enough space to fit a 6 by 8 foot collection of tables to make one large build table. Yeah, this area I used to use for kind of stick handling, practicing for hockey. I played beer league hockey, but then when I got my 3D printer, I stopped using it for stick handling, and then just a bunch of junk and boxes just kind of started littering this space. And so it was a mess. And there's a reason why I'm not going to be showing you what that mess looked like, because I would have been embarrassed showing you it. So what you see here is the current organization cleanup of the area. I still have more to do, but right now it's good enough that we can actually start moving this Lego stadium over to a new table. So let's do that. So that's when I realized that I had made a mistake in tiling the locker room area and covered up the edge of, well, I covered up the seam of the two base plates, and so modularity was not working. I couldn't pull them apart. So we had to take it apart a little bit, make a mess here, but good thing about Lego is we can rebuild it. So it just occurred to me that the rugs that I was planning to put under these tables weren't gonna fit, or they weren't gonna be large enough for this area. So yeah, not gonna be able to use them. And I don't wanna just have the bare plastic flooring, and I don't wanna actually remove the flooring because I just don't want to. It's a lot more work than I really care to do. And I realized that I don't have enough legs for all the tables. So looks like we're gonna have to make an Ikea trip for some new rugs and some more legs. Unfortunately, Ikea is closed right now, so we're gonna have to do it tomorrow. We got a mess on our hands, but we're gonna get through this, I promise you. Good thing about video editing is you don't have to wait. We'll just skip ahead right now.
All right, so I'm at Ikea, just getting the extra rugs and the legs for the tables. I decided, because they don't really have one single rug that will fit the entire area, I'm just gonna get 2 more of the rugs that I already have, so I'm gonna have 4 rugs covering that area. I think it's gonna work well.
All right, so we got the tables all set up. We're gonna have to figure out a solution for the part storage, but not gonna worry about that today. What I am going to worry about though is putting that stadium back together, because it is a mess right now. So let's do that. All right, so we have the stadium all put back together, pretty much all put back together. It's not nearly as big of a mess as it was before. And I gotta admit, kind of looks a little small with all this extra table space. Does that mean we're gonna make an even bigger stadium? No, we're not making a bigger stadium. I'm axing that idea. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to use this extra table space, which, just for reference, just a reminder, we went from about 4 by 4 feet of building space in the old layout, old area, which is pretty much the size of that stadium right there, to now 6 by 8 feet. And the plan for this extra table space is to make a bit of a stadium district leading in to the stadium. Now, there's certain buildings that you find in a stadium district, entertainment district, essentially bars, restaurants, you know, entertainment, hotels, stuff like that. So obviously I got some ideas, some buildings in mind, but I'd love to hear your guys' ideas. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think I should build in this area? Now, obviously the stadium still has a ways to go. We're going to be mostly focusing on that, but it's not too early to start thinking about what else is going to be here. So Like I said, leave your comments, ideas down in the comments section below. I'm excited. I am excited. So much more room for activities. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. I know it's a little different. Not a whole lot of Lego building happening in this episode, but it was a much needed progression. So yeah, thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and keep on building.